Hey guys, it's Robbie here, and this is FrekiFitWolf. It's Sunday, so you know what that means? It's time for a weigh-in. Alright, so this was Thanksgiving week, and first off, if I am talking a little bit quieter, my roommate's asleep, but I want to get this done, so I'm doing it now. But yeah, so it was Thanksgiving week, and I made some really bad choices this week. But saying that, I am owning the fact that I made those choices. So my weigh-in this week, I am not upset about. It's more than I thought it was going to be, but I made those choices. I decided to try without tracking, enjoy some extra food, whatever. It was a very social week this week. Saw family. I went to a birthday party and I had Thanksgiving. And I did things with the social group that I joined, and I'm dating somebody, so that's something else. And yeah, made some poor choices. And so let's just get right into the numbers. You can see. So I gained 5.6 pounds this week. I am still down 37.2. I'm a little upset. Only because I was expecting a gain. I wasn't expecting that large of a gain. And, that first mini goal I gave myself, the 40 pounds, I'm now back before that goal. So that's not wonderful. Mini goals. I'm still keeping the 60-pound goal instead of backtracking to the 40-pound goal. So to get to 316.8 would be 40 pounds. And so I have 22.8 pounds to go. Dragon Con, that is over there still. And so with the gain, now I have 76.6 pounds to go. So that's a week. Like I said, I made the choice. So I went into this week knowing that I was going to gain. Like I said, I am a little upset just because of the fact that I didn't expect to gain that much. Especially, I was very, very active this week with all of those poor food choices. I thought that would make up the difference. But this is a true example for me why I preach so much about tracking. Because if I go back and look, I tracked maybe the first 3 days of this week. Then I kind of just stopped. And that's when the events started happening. And I was like, I'm just going to enjoy it. It was an experiment. It went as I kind of expected, just a little bit more extreme than I expected. But, whatever I gained this week, the 5.6 pounds, I will lose again. I am not going to let that discourage me or upset me or make me want to quit or anything like that. My original plan was to, like I said, I thought I was just going to go off plan for Thanksgiving Day, and that was it. It extended. So that happens. So my original plan was to do that, and then if I gained a pound or two, I would lose it before Christmas, and then Christmas I could repeat, and if I gained that week. Instead, since deciding I could go off plan for one day did not stick to one day, come Christmas, I'm not going off plan. I'm going to behave. I'm going to track everything. I am not going to allow myself to have the extra. That is my own personal decision. Not saying that you have to. It's just I do not want to backtrack this extreme again because I've learned that about myself, that give myself a little bit of leeway and I go to town. So with that being said, like I always do a calendar recap and whoops, over here. So last month I lost 6 pounds and so that's wonderful. Unfortunately, this week, I gained most of that back, so that was not so wonderful. But it's life, it is blah, 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 blah. It's life, and it's a lesson learned. So with that, I'm going back on track officially today. I will be doing my usual, what I was doing, where I use my weekly points today and my daily points, and the rest of the week sticking to just my daily points. And also I have added in, if you're a part of my Facebook group, you saw I shared that I completed my first race. So there is this website, and I'm not being sponsored or promoted or anything, so if you join it, cool. It's not like it's gonna make me money, but it is really cool. Like there's this. It's called Yes.fit. You can see up here. Oh, there we go. You can see up here. It's called Yes.fit. You download it in the App Store, Google Play, whatever. You can tie your Fitbit to it. You can just manually track things. But what's really cool is this has races. So first, I'm going to go to my dashboard. I joined a small race this week. It was the world's largest turkey trot, and oh, I can't click on it. Okay, but so it shows a map of if you were actually in the city that happened, where that happens, and it tells you how much it is. So this one was like 6.2 miles. Yeah, 6.2 miles. And then what's really cool is if you wanted to, you could purchase rewards that you would get from that race. I did not do that this time just because I didn't want to, but the next one I want to do is going to be this one here. Once it loads, so this is Nessie, Loch Ness Monster. So this race will be 43.2 miles. And what's cool about these things are, obviously you don't have to be where they take place, and you can track it however you want. You don't have to do it all in one day. You can, like for this one, I can give myself a couple of weeks to do it if I choose to. And then you can get these rewards. So like I plan on getting this medallion because that is super, super cute. I mean, how can you not love Nessie? But you could also choose to get a shirt as your reward. And this one I don't think shows the map for some reason. But so you can get those rewards. So when you actually finish the race, you can get one of those in the mail as if you were really there doing the race. And I think it's really cool. And they have a bunch of different themes. So like there's mermaid, like over here, like mermaid, ET, lucky, unicorn, all that stuff. And there's a bunch that aren't quite as nerdy as those. So like if you go over here to races, there's Christmas themed ones like Gingerbread Wonderland, New Year's theme. How far can you go in 2020? That's like the big one. So there's all these other races. My friend is doing the Zeus race, which I think would be really interesting as well. That one's only 18.9 miles, but this is a pretty cute medallion that you would get with it, or you could get a shirt, either of those. So that would be really, really cool. I might do that or the Nessie one next. Not exactly sure. This one is a little bit, one, cheaper for a reward, and two, not quite as far. So I can easily do 18.9 miles, especially because if you're tracking with your Fitbit, it tracks everything that you're doing. So it can be just around your house, just all that. It doesn't have to be, I am actively going out and walking 18 miles in a park or something. It can be every step you make goes towards it. So that's super, super cool. I'm really excited for this thing. You can't tell. Like, guys, I hate when I record when my roommate's home because I talk quieter. I feel like I'm not as animated. But still, this is something that I recommend. It's kind of fun just to, get these cool rewards and all that jazz. Like I said, I don't have a referral code, so however much it costs is however much it costs. And with that, like the turkey one that I did, it was a free one, and I just chose not to get a reward. Basically, you're paying for the reward. Most of them are free, and then you pay for what reward you want to get for it. But I do think the rewards are cute. Like, I don't like that shirt because I don't wear white. It shows a little too many curves. But this medallion is super, super cute. So, yeah, just wanted to show that, especially because that is part of my goal for the next, time being, to be more active. I have been talking about the fact that I needed to be more active and that I needed to, burn more calories that way instead of just with the dieting. And I have been slacking off hardcore. I am so lazy, but with something like that, that's really motivational. I think that's fun. And plus, you're participating with people all over the world that are participating in the races. So I think that's really cool. And then once I get used to that and get my stamina up and lose more weight, maybe I can do a real race. Because I see other YouTubers that do, and it's really, really inspiring. So I don't think I would ever race as far as trying to win a race, but like the 5Ks and stuff like that where, you can walk it, you can run it, and just as long as you're participating. I think that'll be really cool. So yeah, So anyway, so that was my week. Hopefully your guys' weeks went a little bit better, but like I said, I'm not going into this with regrets. I made those choices. I knew what was going to be happening when I went into them. I just didn't expect to gain that much. But it'll come right back off. I'm not going to be upset about it because it might take me all of this month to lose it, but it's going to come off. It's not, despite me just talking about races, losing weight is not a race. So whenever it comes off, it'll come off, and I'm going to work hard for it. And maybe with more activity, it might come off a little bit quicker. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm fine with 1 to 2 pounds a week. I know, like, Lisa from Dumpy to Diva, she was, trying to cheer me up, which I'm like, I'm not upset. I made these choices by choice. That wording's weird. But anyway, she was trying to quote unquote cheer me up, and she's like, well, after a gain like that, you can typically have a bigger loss the next week, and maybe that 5 pounds will come off. And I'm like, I'd be happy if the 5 pounds came off next week or this week. But I'm not going to hold my breath, and I'm not going to be upset if it doesn't. As long as I am working towards being healthier, then that's all that matters. If I lose it 1 to 2 pounds a week, that's what matters, and that's what'll make it easier and more sustainable. So if I happen to lose it in 1 week, cool. Not holding my breath for it though. So hopefully I lose 1 to 2 pounds next week. And even if I lose a half a pound, I'm fine with that. I am mentally prepared for that. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up here. If you haven't yet, please comment, please like, please subscribe, hit the little bell so you know when I post videos. I do have a couple of collabs coming up that I think you guys will be excited for. I know there's going to be a cookie collab, holiday cookies for low points. The one I'm doing, last time I actually checked it, it's 1 point per cookie. And it's peanut butter cookies. You know how I love about peanut butter. So yeah, look forward to that, and I will talk to you guys on Tuesday.